Hey Joe, why do you tape your horse's feet?
So they don't pull their front shoes. If I have a big stoppers that goes really deep into the ground, there's some time of potential that they will reach with their back sliders to the front shoe and get caught in between the foot and the shoe and pull them. So I tape them really nicely to prevent injuries because it's a pretty big tug if they pull on that shoe, and I don't want to hurt the suspensory or the foot. So I tape them with duct tape and black tape. I'll show you how I do it. So first what I'll do is I'll pull a piece about 2 feet long, and then I'll turn it like this to create a little bit of a rope. And then from this, I'll create a little bit of a baseline that I'll be putting on the back of the foot to kind of fill in all the gap from the shoe to the cornet band. Make sure that there's no gap and make a flat surface. So that's my first little part that I'll do is I'll get this little spacer, I guess, and then put it there. So I'll show you how I put that. Okay, so this little spacer, see there's a gap here, and there's a lot of possibility of him pulling that shoe from his back feet, especially this horse that's such a deep stopper. So I'll come and take this little spacer and I'll fill in all that gap. And I want to make it as flat as possible. Then my next part is I'll go over that spacer and just do one clean cut to make sure that everything is nice and flat. I don't have any way where he can catch it. And I'm going to do that 3 times. I don't like a lot of tape over the front of the foot. I feel like it's easier for them to lose it. So I like it nice and clean. I do that one more time, so 3 times total. Make sure that this one I went a little bit lower just so I can grab the beginning of the shoe here. So now this is nice and flat. Okay, so I'm creating a nice barrier so the back feet cannot pull that shoe. I'll go around the foot. So this is my 4th pass. Nice and flat and straight. I go around the foot and I go over one last time to make sure, again, I've created a nice flat surface. And I only went around the foot 1 time with the duct tape. That way it doesn't create a lot of bulge. And now that's where the most important part happens. It's the black tape. Okay, here we go. So first, my main concern is to come right in between the shoe and the beginning of the foot. And I'll come and I'll stretch that tape pretty tight. And to make sure that I create a nice flat surface. Okay, and then I'm going to go all the way to the top. And then here's the trick. I'm going to make an X with that tape and create kind of a really nice hold for that shoe. Then if I want to finish, I'll go back around 1 time and then I'll cut it right here. Okay, sorry, Valentino got tired. So again, I did my last pass and I broke it right here. So now there's a really nice flat surface. There's not too much duct tape here, so everything is close contact. And I made sure when I did the tape and the duct tape, my finger was always here on the cornet band. That way I know that I'm not going to be touching, you know, his sensitive area because I don't want any pressure on the cornet band. So I keep my finger here so I know when I go back around, I know my distance. Now, today I'm not showing, I'm at home, but if I was showing, I would be a little bit more thoughtful about where I put my black tape. I would come a little higher, make sure that there's no duct tape that is showing, just to make a cleaner picture, you know, for the show pen. But here, you know, we want to be efficient, but we want to make sure that that tape is going to stay put. So to me, that's just enough electrical tape to keep that duct tape in place. It creates a nice line here. It's nice and tight. And I have a good chance that this horse is not going to take his back slider and get it caught right here and pull that shoe. And that way we keep our horses safe, our suspensory happy, and our farrier happy as well.